not streaming. Now, I'm guessing that people will just see. Can you see me? Hello, can anybody see me? Actually, nobody should be in here. It's too early for that. But hi, and a huge welcome to Steve's Kitchen. Can you see me? Is anybody there? Let me just go and view this on my watch page quickly, just to make sure it's coming up. And yep, it's all good. There we go. A little bit of echo from that. And I'm going over to camera. We're live. Hi, and a huge welcome to Steve's Kitchen. I'm also going to be broadcasting this not for the full session, but for some of the session on Facebook. I'm hoping people will be able to come in and chat and say hello and things. I'm going to wait 5 minutes and just let the the bit rate catch up and everything. We are in Kuala Lumpur, as most of you possibly know already, the capital of Malaysia, and I hope some of you have been enjoying the vlogs. Now, if anyone comes in and wants to drop a question down there just to start the ball rolling, I'd much appreciate it. It takes me a little while to get into the swing of things on these from the last one I did, and I've got a bit of a sore throat today, but I'll persist with it. Now, if you're on Facebook at all and you're not watching this on YouTube, then welcome also to the show. Actually, not on Facebook at the moment. So I was actually just reading through the comments on the channel. One lady is actually, "Hey Byron, how are you?" Well, that's a question I get asked a lot, Byron, actually, and the people that make my my jackets, they're an American company, but I can't share it with you at the moment because I'm in the point of trying to get them to make them a bit more regularly for me, but they're not the most. Yeah, I think when I started using them originally, I thought they would be a little bit more better organised, but they're an older bunch of people, and they're not particularly too savvy. So I'm trying to work out. I have all the coats and things made for me, and I've had one or two of them made in different places, but there's a company that I'm trying to deal with to make those coats for me in different patterns. I've made pad thai, I think, Byron, on the channel. Haven't we done pad thai? Byron, I think I made it last year. When we were actually in Thailand towards the middle of last year, and yeah, that's a great dish. Do you like pad thai, Byron? I don't know how quickly the comments will flow through. Anyway, it's great to have you in here, Byron. You're always leaving great comments on the channel. I can't see a number of people. There's no numbers up there. Michelle says there are 10 people in there. I can't see it. Why can I not see the numbers? Good morning, Critter T. How are you? Your pocket travelling teaspoon here. Yes, absolutely. Every time I put my hand in my pocket, there's a teaspoon in that. I think of you. Where were you based? You're somewhere in the US, aren't you? I hope I'm not shouting. I'm probably overcompensating. Hey, Joseph. How are you? Byron, you love pad thai. Pad thai is such a great dish, isn't it? It's so simple to make as well. I've definitely done that video on the channel. We are doing the Thai series. I don't think I'm going to redo pad thai. There's a great. Oh, by the way, if you're in now, hit the share button. Share this out to your friends on Facebook and the like, so we can get people. I want to see if I can get more people actually in to watch this live today. It'd be kind of cool. I know they don't count towards the overall views, but it'd be great. Now, I'm going to start also Virginia. Okay, wow, we might come to Virginia this year, Critter T. Yeah, I've got things planned later in the year to be in the US, and I wouldn't mind coming back to Virginia. It's such a beautiful part of the world. Now, I'm just going to hit the go live. Let's see if we can get some people in on Facebook as well. And I'm going to concentrate on answering the questions. So did that work on Facebook? I think it did. So I'm going to try and concentrate on answering the questions here on YouTube because that's my main platform, but I'm also going to stream live onto Facebook. Byron, you're in Toma, Wisconsin. Is that cold up there now, Byron? I reckon that's probably what month are we in now? I must be coming well into the spring now. So, you know, Critter T, I was in some years back during the fall. I was driving down the Blue Ridge Causeway, and it was just amazing. The colours are so fantastic, and it's such an impression in my life. I just want to go back there. It would be lovely to be there in the fall. Don't think I can be there in the fall this year. We are going to be going to VidCon in June. So if anyone's around about Los Angeles way, that would be great if we can meet anybody while we're there. It's a 3-day event, VidCon. It's a big YouTube gathering. I've not been to these sort of things before. And we're just going to get there. Got 7 people in on Facebook as well. So hello everybody over there on Facebook. It's a little warm, is it, Byron? Hi from Singapore. That's Frozen Flux from Singapore. Hi, how are you? Not far from me. We may be coming over to Singapore just for a few days. I think maybe a long weekend or something. You live in the mountains on the Blue Ridge Causeway. Beautiful, beautiful part of the world. Now let me try and make sure that I don't miss any of the comments. I hope you're enjoying the vlogs, by the way. I was at one stage tempted not to vlog so often, but people were encouraging me to do so, and I spoke with YouTube and they encouraged me to do so, so I'm going for it big time this year, and hopefully you guys will appreciate them. Hello from Baghdad. Amu Amona. Hi. Excuse me while I have a little sip. From Singapore as well. We possibly going to Singapore within maybe the next month. I'm not sure. Hi Zainab. Is it Zainab? Hi. From Pakistan. Wow. All over the world. Now I know some of you are in the US and it's very early, I think, in the morning. So I do appreciate you getting up. I know it wasn't possibly the best time to do this, but it was a good time for us because we've been out a lot of the day and we just got back in. Did anyone see the vlog that I put up on Facebook? The little vlog that I put up called, I think it was "Man in a Drain Pipe," the man who lives in a drain pipe. Anyway, this guy is now I've got to know him. His name is Ramul, and he's a 67-year-old homeless guy here, and he's just become a bit of a friend. I go down and have a little chat with him, take him some food. Food in Singapore is #1. Well, I remain to see what I've certainly been encouraged to try the food in Singapore. So what do you like? Tell me what is the #1 food that I should try when I come to Singapore. Lorem62 LM. Hi Steve, really enjoying the vlogs. Thank you. It's anyone want to comment on Facebook? Say hello anyway, you Facebookers. It's fun doing the vlogs. I didn't think I'd be able to do them. It's fun doing them. It's a lot of work, but it's really quite interesting, and I'm trying to make them reasonably entertaining. We're actually leaving Kuala Lumpur sometime shortly, not immediately, but we're going down to Ipoh. I always call it Ipoh. I don't know why. Probably Ipoh. I don't know. Ipoh, which is a small town between here and Penang. We're heading down to Penang in Malaysia as well. The food down there is meant to be great. It's 2:10 p.m. in Baghdad. Hey Jack, what's you got? Greetings from Hastings. Jack Nova, greetings from Hastings in England. Well, I've been there before, Jack. Lovely part of the world. What is my favourite food to cook and eat? That's Critter T is asking me that. It's at the moment I'm enjoying learning about the Malaysian food, and it's kind of it's hard to say a favourite food. I do like very spicy food, but I also got a sweet tooth. I went to a lady's house last week, a Malaysian lady. She's also got a YouTube channel called Huang Kitchen, and she was teaching me how to make a nasi lemak, and she's a great cook, and we filmed a lot of it, so hopefully that video will go up when we get a chance to do the editing. It's fun. I also taught her a good old dish from Australia, so hopefully she'll put that up on her channel as well. It's all good. So there are 9 viewers on Facebook, and I don't know how many on YouTube because I can't see the thing. Michelle, 13 on YouTube. So just let me have a quick look. Shrimp prawn tempura is really good. Too many to choose from. Hello, Steve. Hey, James. Good morning, buddy. How's it going? James from Fun Food is at the Playlist Live event in the US at the moment, down in Florida, I think, isn't it, James? So he's like a big kid running around a play park. Having a good time, James. Having a good time playing on all the big amusement rides. Wish I was with you, mate. We will see James, by the way, at VidCon. And if you haven't heard of VidCon, check it out. VidCon, VIDCON. Check it out and look at the dates. It's the 23rd of June. Big event, be lots of fun. So I don't know if anyone can comment. There's quite a few viewers as well on Facebook. If anybody wants to comment, I am actually going to only run the Facebook video for half of this event, just to sort of see how that goes. It's a little tricky having 2 screens going, and I've got to try and read from both of them. It's 6:12 in the morning in Tomar. Tomar, is that right, Byron? Am I saying that right? So get and ask some questions. Come on, throw those questions to me. So did I tell you I went down and sat with the guy in the drain pipe today and just had a chat with him? It was kind of a little surreal. I was just trying to find out a little bit about him, and yeah, he's 67. He looks a lot younger than 67, to be honest. But he's let me just see if I can share a photograph with you here. See if you can. That's the Twin Towers. This guy, can you see that? This is Ramul. He lives in that drain pipe, and okay, the world can be a very harsh place. His parents, he's got no family left, and I just went down. I went and sat in that little drain pipe with him, had a little chat with him for a little while, find out about, just pay a little bit of attention to him, and gave him some bits and pieces. So yeah, sometimes the vlog I did the other day was more just to bring to people's attentions that sometimes when you feel little things are getting you down, you know that sometimes people have got it a little bit tougher than we have. Anyway, let's not bring the show down. Critter, are you saying in Virginia, will I do a drive-through? No, actually, I'm hoping to spend some time there. There's a few options open to us. I have been thinking of a few places that I remember. I'm not sure yet. I've got to possibly not say too much because it may not come off. Savannah is a part of the world as well that we want to go and revisit. We had a good time in Savannah, Michelle and I, and we want to go back there. So anyone want to comment on Facebook, by the way, just say hello, just to make sure that I know you're there. So am I missing any of the comments here? Michelle's going to check in the background. Crazy FIFA Gamer. Hi, Steve. Yep. Hi, buddy. How are you? Good to have you on the show. Can you see out the back here? You probably can't. There's the big tower out there. I don't think, if I step to the side here, that is the Kuala Lumpur Tower. And in about sort of half an hour or so, that's going to light up like a Christmas tree. Zidane, I'm not coming to Indonesia, I'm afraid. Anyway, I'm not coming at the moment, not on this particular trip. Indonesia is not a long, long away from home, so there's every chance we could go to Indonesia. I'd love to go. I mean, I'd absolutely love to go. Jack, where was that comment? Did Jack ask? We are coming. Yeah, we are coming to England. That is planned. We will be there in August. It's Summer in the City. There's a big event on in London. So 100% we are coming to London, to Summer in the City. And yeah, hopefully I'll see some people. That'd be great. If we're still vlogging then and it's all going strong, hopefully you'll find out all about it as it comes up. And did you say my favourite British food? Wow. So much favourite. Michelle just looked over at me. Bangers and mash. Sadly, it kind of is true. I really do just like a good plate of bangers, British pork sausages and mash, and simple canned plum tomatoes. Sad, isn't it? But it's just a comfort food. But food. So many different foods from England. There's a wealth of food from the United Kingdom in general. Rautakas, good morning. It's hazy in KL. It is hazy. What's causing that? You know, normally it's clear out here, and just this morning, it's the first time since we've been here, and we've been here a month, the whole of the city is hazy. Any idea why that is? I'm not sure. Last time I think they had that sort of haze, there was fires somewhere nearby. Hello, Michelle. She's over there. She's busy. She's busy. So there's been plenty of viewers on Facebook. Can you, I'll just see, nobody on Facebook just going to say hello? Because I'm actually streaming this as well on Facebook Live. I only found out about Facebook Live a few days ago. I didn't even know the thing existed, and I've just been playing around with it. We're also wondering, did I miss that, Les Coop?
Oh, why it's hazy.
Yeah, why it's hazy, of course. Now, Byron's asking another question there. What is that? Favorite Chinese dish? Mine is Cao chicken. It's awesome. My favorite Chinese dish, I've got a lot of favorite Chinese dishes, but I think it would probably be char siu, which is the char siu is the barbecued pork. If it's done really nice and it's sticky with a plate of rice, yeah, you can't beat it. Shepherd's pie, yeah, Jack. Shepherd's pie is a good option as well. Simple, easy food, nothing too complicated. Spag bol, shepherd's pie, toad in the hole, bit of parking maybe afterwards. Do you know what parking is? Good old Yorkshire dishes. Now, was I going to talk with you guys about some things or what we have planned? Certainly, the vlogging's keeping you up to date. Lino Reno from Facebook. Bonsoir. They're asking about my pumpernickel bread. You like the pumpernickel? Pumpernickel is a beautiful, dark, rich rye bread. It's absolutely delicious. If you're in Germany or many parts of that region of Europe, you can often get a pumpernickel, which I think the translation is something like, no, I won't go into it. You can look it up. But it's a very dark bread, and I've got a recipe for it on my channel. So Lena is there, and Fun Foods over on Facebook as well now.
the streaming's kind of slow.
Yeah, I don't know the Facebook streaming. It's new to me, and I may turn it off in the next sort of 15 minutes or so. Although it's lovely. I mean, there's 13, 14 people in there at the moment. But hello Facebook, hello YouTube, my old friends. It's all good. And it could be though, Les, could be that it's your Facebook. You know, maybe your Facebook connection. I don't know. Maybe someone else can let me know. James, is Facebook a little bit sluggish? Shame you won't be there in August. You're travelling to the USA. Okay. Cool. What are you going to the USA for? Anything good? That's the summer holidays, isn't it, in Europe? Rad, is it Rad? Rahad? Dhaka? Rad? I'm not sure if I pronounce it right, Rad. Thank you. I'm glad you like my recipes, and thank you very much. And I apologise if I don't pronounce your name correctly. So, we've been doing... Hang on. There is a delay. Yeah. Delay, yeah. Dilly-dally. A dilly-dally. James is having a ball at the moment because he's heading around Disney World. Actually, he's got Playlist Live this weekend, so I know he's going to be very busy. Byron says he speaks a couple of quite a few languages. Wow, Byron, you're very talented. I only sort of have a little smidgen of languages. As I travel around the world, I try to pick up a little bit from each country I go to. So we are, as I said, we're heading to Penang after Ipoh, and then we are possibly doing another venue here in Southeast Asia. And then we're going to be heading over to the USA for VidCon in June. If anyone wants to know. The Teddy Fernando. Uncle, thank you so much for your recipes. And thank you very much, the Teddy Fernando. Lovely comments. So you're traveling to Pennsylvania and beyond. Well, you have a good time. Have a good time. It's a great place to be. Any of you Facebookers want to ask any questions? Otherwise, I might have to turn it off. It's a little bit slow, I think. And if you want to continue watching this, get over to YouTube because that's where I'm streaming it from. Hi, Ashley. That's my boy. Just come in. You're not too late. Ah, dear. It's all good. Helen, how are you? Yeah, it is that there is a Helen's asking a question on Facebook. The haze in KL this year has been not been too bad since I've been here, Helen. It's been good, but today's been pretty. You can smell it in the air. Obrigado. Byron, obrigado. The first videos I ever watched was traditional traditional English Christmas pudding. That's great. I love those Christmas puddings. I did them, I think, for 2 or 3 years because I always like to make a good Christmas pudding running up to Christmas. It's important, but it's not important. You can make a Christmas pudding right near Christmas, but it's really nice if you make enough to save 1 or 2 for the next year because it's one of those things. It's a pudding that's so well preserved, it will last all the way through the year to the next year, and it just matures and gets stronger. But yeah, you can make them a week or 2 before Christmas as well, and if you just want to add extra richness in there, you just want to make sure you've got plenty of molasses and sort of those rich dark flavours in there. We do have, everybody keeps saying to me, Ipoh should be somewhere I try the coffee. It's famous for coffee apparently, so yes, we've got a lot to try, and slowly I'm making up a little clutch of recipes that I'm going to be able to share with you at the end of our visit. Sometimes I think people expect that I'll be able to do Malaysian cooking from the kickoff, but of course when you arrive in a country like Malaysia, you know very little about Malaysian food other than what you've read about. So it's getting in here and learning about the food, interacting with people. The other day we vlogged and went down to Little India here and had they call it roti canai, which is an Indian roti, and the breads, they make them there. There's sort of I've got video, I'll be sharing it up with you later, of the guy making the rotis on a big flat plate and then he folding them up and making them. But fresh roti canai and it was really good. The food is fantastic, but I'm learning. You see, I try to sometimes ask if I can go in the kitchen with them and do things with them, and that's always great if they let me in. I hope I'm not rambling on too much. John's outside, thank you. That's good, mate. I'm pleased that you're enjoying the vlogs as well. It means a lot to me if you enjoy the vlogs, because I'm not confident on the vlogs. And like this week, we were super busy, and we kept one day. I think I said on one of the vlogs, was super tired. And Michelle and I could probably have just laid down and gone to sleep for 2 or 3 hours. I said, no, come on, let's go out and do some filming. We went out on the streets for 4 hours, came back absolutely exhausted. So hence today I thought I'll just sit at home, we'll do a live vlog. And even that can be quite tiring, prepping up for the vlogs. Melanie Romano, hi and welcome to the live vlog. I'm glad you like the videos. Brandy butter, custard or cream, what's your preference with a Christmas pudding? You could ask Michelle that. Simple, all of them. Oh, ice cream. You've forgotten ice cream. I mean, if you put brandy butter, right, you've got a hot Christmas pudding, right? You've put your brandy butter on and poured your custard over there. The cream's on the table, so you've got to have a little bit anyway, isn't that right? It would be rude not to have the cream. Now, everything's either hot or at room temperature. You need a scoop of good quality vanilla ice cream on there to get that balance of sweet and hot and delicious. And then, of course, it's compulsory after you've eaten your Christmas pudding, and to make sure you've eaten more Christmas pudding than you really should, just to completely veg out, because that pudding sits in your stomach like a lead balloon for at least 4 hours. You won't be able to move. And it looks like a tiny little pudding. It's this sort of size. Oh man, it is like eating lead. Delicious lead, no less. So yeah. Thank you, Les Coop. Yeah, I could do with another big batch of Century eggs. Look, I'm not averse to Century eggs. I could happily eat another one, but that one you remember I ate in Thailand last year in the Thai food taste test. It just kind of hit me, and I think possibly I overreacted, but no, it wasn't a good memory. Vivian Fu, hi. Fawzi, hi. Say Abir from Qatar. Abir from Qatar? Is that correct?
WVS is kind of
Where's that comments? Somebody asked, can I vlog another country? Who said that?
WVS.
WVS, a vlog from another country. Yeah, we will be vlogging. We vlog where we are. Our life is a little unusual, and we do travel a lot. So yes, we'll be vlogging. Just stay tuned. We will be vlogging when we go to the USA, and we've got some fairly exciting places to vlog later on in the year as well. So the comments are coming up fairly quick, I'm sure. But what kind of music do I listen to? Well, Byron, I have been listening a lot this week to the beautiful South. Don't ask me why. If you know the beautiful South, it's an English band. I just love it at the moment, and I've also been listening to a lot of Johnny Flynn. So if you don't know who Johnny Flynn is, or you don't know who Beautiful South are, get over and check them out. Now there are 10 people still on Facebook. I'm just going to thumbs up Helen's comment there. Helen, if you're only watching on Facebook, get across to YouTube and watch, because I'm going to stop the Facebook Live very shortly. And durian, yes, now I've heard all about the different types of durian. Durian, for those of you who don't know, is a particular fruit, call it fruit, from this region. I wouldn't really call it a fruit. Fruit to me, it is a fruit though. But durian is an acquired taste, and it has an acquired smell as well. Some durians are much riper than others. The first time I ever... When I lived in Hong Kong, durian was actually banned from being taken into public places because the smell is so intense, and yeah, you do have to get used to it. It's also it's a creamy, soft fruit that looks a little bit like a grapefruit. It almost breaks like a grapefruit, and that doesn't taste anything like a grapefruit. Hi from Indiana, David. Hi, how are you?
It's not Qatar, it's Saudi Arabia. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I'm so sorry, Fawzi, I didn't realise. You know, I'm seeing these comments scrolling up, so you'll have to forgive me. And if you ask something and I miss it, you can... Sai Abir from KSA. I see now. It's right in the centre of my screen there. So you've said it, Sai Abir. So it's cool. The tower's on. Okay, the tower's come on a little bit early. Maybe I'll just move the camera over a little bit so you guys can have a look at our pretty tower out there. It's going to give us an early show. Actually, I'm looking at the Facebook camera over here and I'm moving. What am I doing? You guys can see anyway. How long has that been on behind me? You see that tower? Isn't it pretty? That should not be on till 8 o'clock. It obviously has come on early. That thing is just been a pleasure. I know that small things, little things. Hey Resti from Indonesia, hi, how are you? Good to have you on the show. Now, those of you that are watching on Facebook, I'm very sorry, I'm going to turn that off now because I got two things going on in my head and I'm kind of missing comments on one side. I'm getting most of my comments here on YouTube. I love to you all. I hope you've enjoyed this little test on Facebook Live. Everybody, say goodbye to Facebook. See you later. So I'm staying here on YouTube now. That was just a little test. Some of you may know that Facebook have a live streaming app on there now, and I was just giving it a test. Melanie, it's really. What did you say, Melanie? What's delicious with? Delicious with condensed milk. Man, that I could try that. Might improve it. It's an acquired taste, isn't it, durian? I can't say I can't say I enjoyed it the first time I had it. There is different varieties of durian, different qualities, and when we go down to towards Penang, we will be definitely trying durian. I'll be giving it another try. I'm going to try and acquire that taste. What is the top one? Something king. The top durian. You maybe comment down below if you know. Masa King. I'm not sure.
Put it here as a can of durian. Scared to open.
You have a can of durian that you're afraid to open. Well, I would take the can and I would probably use it to hold some papers down or something, you know. It's possibly Best thing you can do with a can of durian. I'm being cheeky, really. I don't know. You see, Creditea, where are you based? You're over this way, aren't you? Musang King, that's it. Let's go. Musang King is meant to be one of the best durians, and I'm going to be trying Musang King when we get down to Penang. Musang. Creditea, you're in Virginia, and you've got a can of durian. Where did that come from? I suppose it's going to be in a syrup of some sort, I imagine. So maybe you could use it on top of a cheesecake or something. You know my mango cheesecake we made recently? You could pop it on top of a mango cheesecake and let me know. Actually, I can't imagine what canned durian tastes like. It's almost like thinking of eating canned apples or something. It just it doesn't sit easy with me. You must try Peranakan food if you ever visit Malacca or Penang. Well, we are visiting Penang. We're visiting Penang in the next few weeks, so we will definitely be trying it. I have had durian ice cream, yes, and actually it's not bad. So it still has that essence of durian, and it's not bad. It's quite pleasant. But you see, you can mask the flavour. Once you add sugars and sweeteners and creams into thing, it changes the flavour. Durian itself is stay tuned. When we go to Penang, I will be vlogging my durian experiences. Time here, we are 7:37 p.m. The Paranankian food, this is going to be interesting for me. And I must also try the durian medan, which is, I think, another variety of durian. I possibly have tried that one actually. You could use the can as a doorstop. I mean, you could use it as a paperweight doorstop. The options are endless, really. Think of anything that you might use a heavy, inanimate object for, and there you go. And if you took the label off the can, nobody would know the difference. Vivian, yay! Now, I don't know if anyone has any other questions about the vlogs that we've been doing. I know people are saying they enjoy them, so I'm pleased with that. It's a tricky thing making vlogs. James Fun Foods also in America doing vlogging at the moment, and I think he's starting to realise it can be quite challenging, but it's also a lot of fun. Actually, suddenly there's a big pile of comments come through. There's a famous durian farm in Penang. I think we may be going there. That's one of the things on the agenda. Steve, have you tried Arabic dishes? Which dishes are you thinking of, Byron? I've had a lot of Arabic food. I can't, off the top of my head, think which ones would be a favourite that I've had. What have you had? Let me know. Yeah, the house in Australia has gone, John. It's all part and parcel of what we do. Sometimes we just set off, and we're like a couple of kids, really. Just go off and enjoy ourselves. Raven Clanks. I've got to say, your French style recipe is the best I've ever made compared. Which French? Oh, the French fry recipe. Yeah, that was one of my very early videos, and I got to say, at one time I wasn't proud of the fact that we've done French fries because I'm not a big junk food fan, but I'd read this article. A guy had discovered how to recreate the French fries, the McDonald's style French fries at home, and I read it and I was fascinated by the science of it, really. So I wanted to recreate that. And there are a few things when you're making that sort of French fry, and they're certainly not the best French fries by a long stroke. I certainly think I prefer my wedge fries that I make, but it's just there's a bit of a science behind it, the way the crystals from, firstly the acids that draw off the starches, and then the sugar, which encourages the brown surface of the French fries, and the freezing, which is an important part. Certainly not the important part of French fry making, but it's the important part of recreating French fries from big chains like that, because the ice crystals go through the potato and mash it up for you. So you basically have what feels like not really a potato. You often think, oh, this isn't a potato. It is a potato, but the ice crystals have mashed the inside contents up. So hopefully that that was worth saying. James, you have a good time. You get in the big teacup, spin yourself around.
He's going to play this today.
I know, Michelle's saying he's going to play. You're not. I know you. You're going to Disneyland or Disney World, and you're going to jump in the big teacup and spin yourself around. You have a good time. Don't get too dizzy. I haven't been to Japan before. No, is that Jeddah-san? No, I haven't been to Japan before, but I love Japanese food, and I've lived in and travelled in many parts of Asia which have very good quality Japanese food. So no, we haven't had the opportunity to go to Japan yet. I haven't had the opportunity to go to Korea either. There are two of the sort of regrets in this area that I haven't been to. Okonomiyaki is a dish I love to see prepared. I love the way okonomi is made in front of you. Japanese food is a lot to do with that sort of beautiful creation and presentation of food, and that inspires me. So I've always made my own Japanese food. I make sushi. There's recipes on my channel for rolled California style sushi rolls and the likes. It's not super difficult to make, but it's very fulfilling. So no, I haven't been to Japan, and I've possibly had the odd opportunity, but I just haven't taken up on it just yet. Will I do a behind the scene video, Byron? Yes, I will. We've done one actually, and that'll be going up. It's a shame I wasn't vlogging when we were in Australia, and I could have done some behind the scenes there, because I think you would have enjoyed seeing around where I lived in Australia. We will be very good at vlogging by the time we head back to home, and we'll do a little tour of Australia and show you around. But be patient. It could be a long time, because we've got at least 8 months of travelling planned for this year. D, the big fan from Gloucestershire. Gloucestershire, England, eh? Beautiful, beautiful part of the world. Bloopers video. I kind of find it hard to pick out bloopers, but I'll get there. WVS, what are we doing tomorrow? Well, I don't know. I think I said to you before about the guy that lives in the drain pipe down there. He's my new best mate. I'm going to pop down and say hello to him, make sure he's all right, and maybe take him some food again. And he got a bit of cheesecake, and I thought he loved it. I mean, this is a guy that has very little, and I shall be vlogging. He's agreed when I went down earlier to let me film him a little bit, so I'll share some of that with you. And you can't change the world, you know, we can't change the world. If you saw my recent vlog where we were in the Petaling Street Market, there was a very, very badly deformed young man singing in the streets there, and you can't change the world, but you can be aware of other people's plights, and you can make a difference in a small way if you can. This, you were on a school trip, yes. I bet. I mean, culinary experiences around the world are fantastic. Japan is known for its food and culinary experiences, but everywhere has got that sort of. That's why we love to travel so much. Everywhere you go in the world has that sort of passion about their food, whether you're in Portugal or Spain or Italy or America, and even the newer countries like the USA, they still have a passion for their grits, and they have a passion for all the different sort of soul food they have there. It's not just those key countries like France and Japan that we think of. Everyone's got a passion for food. Every country you go to has got something they want to share with you, and that's the beautiful thing about traveling. Yeah, Michelle is good at handling the cameras. She is. Don't give her a big head. Don't compliment us too much. It's water off a duck's back. She is. Thank you, sweetheart. You're great with the cameras. Now, the comments are coming through. Every now and again they stop, and then several come up at once. So if you've got any questions, please do so. I'm only going to run this live session for another 15 minutes, and then we're just going to close it off. But if you have questions, if you're watching this later on, just ask the questions. You know what it's like on Steve's Kitchen. It's all about community. It's all about sharing back with you guys. So I get into trouble for saying guys. You viewers sharing back with you, and that's what it is. So comments down below. I do love to hear what you have to say. I've got to bring my camera up. How's the tower doing in the background? See, tonight it's got this this little red flash. That is a huge tower, by the way. Let me tell you something about that tower. This area that we're in is called Bukit Nana. And Bukit Nana is means, I think, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Pineapple Hill. That was one of the original sort of fort areas of Kuala Lumpur. And it's called Pineapple Hill because they used to have like a pineapple perimeter of dense pineapple vegetation, which was to stop people from attacking the hill. So there were only certain ways in, and that was like their sort of fortress around. That's what I'm led to believe, and it's still, even to this day, is quite often called the lung of Kuala Lumpur, because that's where a lot of the vegetation is where the oxygen comes from for these cities. So they have to preserve these areas. Unfortunately, when that beautiful tower was built, they did actually clear a lot of that land. Is it progress? It's progress, I guess. Michelle and I, the park's closed at the moment. I vlogged this. I don't know if it's actually going to vlog. When I vlog something, I'm never sure if it's going to come out that well. But Michelle and I met a guy who works down there. He said, "You can go in." He said, "Just climb over the fence, you know." So we did. We took his advice. We climbed over the fence and we went into this place. We got bitten to death by mosquitoes. And the story is it remains to be told. Moving on, 04. Hey, how are you? You are just about the end. You are just about the end. I might run a minute or two over, but I tried to keep it to 1 hour. It can actually be. How are you? Good? You can always watch it later, but it's great to actually have you here. Now, one or two people said they were coming in, and I know it's crazy early in the morning for them, so I do understand if you weren't able to get up. And personally, I wouldn't get up. I'm not a morning person. I'd probably stay up for a gathering, but I'm not great at getting up in the morning. Oh, there's a poll. Michelle's put a poll, little eye on the side of the video there. You can actually click on it, and there's a little poll on there. It's to ask whether you like the vlogs or not. So, you know, vote on it. Let's get a feeling. But I think I'm getting feedback from people that they do generally like the polls, the vlogs, not the polls. That's spot on about Bukit Nana. Well, yeah, I just find that sort of stuff fascinating, and it was great to actually go in there. We were told that there may be monkeys. There wasn't monkeys. At least we weren't able to find monkeys in there. There may be some, but there were some other animals. But I'm going to keep that for the vlog. We'll save it. Hopefully some of what I filmed has come out okay. Bear in mind, I was technically breaking and entering. Kathaniti, hello from Canada. Just reading your comments. Sorry, it's yeah. Thank you very much, and it's super to have you in. Done the poll, thank you. Hit that poll up there, and don't forget, if you get the chance, hit the share button. And if you follow me on Facebook and YouTube, it's tricky to get everybody that you view to even know that you're on quite often on YouTube. So if you can occasionally just hit that share button and just share it across with friends and family, it would be much appreciated, because we've spoken with YouTube about it. They're not really able to do a lot about it. They put a subscribe button on people's channels, which they've told us for many years to try and get people to subscribe, but that doesn't actually give you a notification. All it does is subscribe you. So now you're meant to hit the little cog next to the subscribe button and choose send me notifications. So anyway, share the videos if you can. The botanical gardens in Penang will have plenty of monkeys. Oh man, I must get to the botanical gardens and keep an eye on my camera. Byron, how many comments do I get every day? I get so many comments every day, and I do try my hardest to answer 99% of them. It's a challenge sometimes, because you can find that you're actually answering stuff and not doing enough work. If you would call it work. What's the oddest meat I've ever eaten? Oddest meat, it depends what you call odd. I've eaten many different meats. I've had crocodile and ostrich, which are very nice, and forgive me, I think I've mentioned this before in one of the vlogs. I've had horse in France before. I actually had horse in France when I didn't know it was horse. So you can't find the poll link. I think it's a little eye in the corner, but don't worry about it. You can answer me if you like the vlogs. Do you like the vlogs, yes or no? You know, all of these, it's on the right hand corner of the video. All of these comments that are scrolling up now, apparently they just go into oblivion. So I may try and copy and save them and see if I've missed any comments. Last time I thought they would appear below the video, but they don't. In YouTube's wisdom, they only leave them up there for the duration of this live broadcast. Yeah, it's possible if you're on a mobile that the icon isn't there, but have I ever tried jellied eels? Jack, I've got a whole video on jellied eels. I made jellied eels for when the Olympics were in London. I made jellied eels, and it wasn't easy to find the correct sort of eel in Australia. River eels are harder to find than sea eels. And I've actually got, I think, 2 or 3 recipes about that jellied eel, even teaching you how to dispatch an eel. So get across and watch it. It's an oldish video now. Get across and watch it. Now, have I ever tried jellied eels? Now, we're back to durians at the moment. Jellied eels is an acquired taste, let me tell you. I actually like homemade jellied eels. They're not bad at all. Sometimes in London, when you get jellied eels in some of the more famous little places, You cannot get the smell of fish off your hands. It's quite the most unusual foods. Basically, the eels are set in a gelatine that usually comes from the eel, the slime of the eel itself. So very tense. Who's tried jellied eels? Just say yes or no. How long have we been married? We've been married since the dawn of time. Michelle and I have got photographs of each other in a pushchair together when we were kids. So we've been together a long time. We're like the yin and yang of couples. Been together a long time. Great time, by the way. Yeah, we're a sort of what's the word where synergy, not synergy, where we almost where an ant uses, what is it when an ant takes the sap off a tree and uses it in order to live together? We're like that. She's the ant. I'm the tree. Like a mighty pine. Or an oak. Probably an oak. Probably a gnarly little oak that's been at the end of the woods.
Answer the questions.
What's that?
I said answer the questions.
Oh, answer the questions.
Neelam Dribbler's got in.
Hey Neelan. Neelam, how are you? I haven't heard from you from a long time, Neelam, so it's always lovely to hear from you. It's early where you are, I think. Thanks for dropping in. Sometimes in the future, I'd love for you to do a series on peasant food, the cheapest meals around the world. That would be good. That would be good. I mean, I've done some foods that could be considered to be that. I mean, the flatbreads that I make is one of the most common peasant foods around the world. That is so simple to make and so delicious. But yeah, I'm with you. I understand that. Michelle will probably make a note. Look, I can see her. You know how long we've been together. She's over in the corner. She's typing the note. I didn't even need to ask her. It's not soulmates, although we are soulmates. It's the word will come to me. It's when two organisms benefit each other. Don't worry about it too much. Neelam, we're good. Have I got some more questions, Michelle? Have I missed some?
Oh, Jack said he loved the yogurt series.
Jack, I'm glad you love the yogurt series. I love making that series. I love it when I can do a series like that. We are actually on the process, because we didn't have an oven and things here in Malaysia. We've been looking at trying to do more recipes that were that didn't require an oven, and we decided, because we enjoyed the cheesecake so much, that we're going to do the best cheesecake. So we've been working on a series, and that'll be something that comes up sometime not too far down the path. Bosniak Herzegovina.
I think that was asking.
What is that, Bosniak? That's Znaliko od vas. You're not making me say Bosanski. Is that from Bosnia and Herzegovina? It's another country I've been to. Bosniak. You might have to copy that and put it in the translation for me, Michelle.
Yeah, they knew any of you Bosnia.
Bosnia, I'm not sure what you're asking, but I'll try to. But I have been down to Croatia as well, down to Dubrovnik, and that's another beautiful part of the coastline around Dubrovnik is really pretty. It's a stony, rocky sort of coastline, very pretty. SCO, thanks, buddy. Ronald Stevenson, yeah, the rainbow bagels are any chance of doing more breads from around the world? Thanks for the great vid. The rainbow bagels really inspired me because I've always made a lot of bagels and things. I love the process of making bread. It's something that I love doing with my hands, and I'd seen them in the US, and I was kind of inspired because when you make a bagel, you're looking for that nice smooth surface, the chewiness, and a lot of the things that go into a bagel are based on some of the sweeteners that you use in the sauce and the sweeteners used in the bread. Now when you use that sort of thing in a bagel, it goes brown, and when you actually want to get a rainbow bagel, you don't want the surface to go brown. So that created some challenges. It was fun to make. Are the towers flashing, are they? Sometimes they go absolutely ballistic out there, and then they just settle for a little while. Hey, Melody. Melody, one of my regulars, keeps me on my toes. Hi, Melody. All good. Thank you. Please look. If I've missed your comment, just say it again, and I will. I'll try to look out for it. We are, I'm not sure about Malacca, we haven't decided yet, but certainly we will be vlogging in Penang, and we will be learning about some of the foods in Penang, so for sure. Neelam, you want to say hello to Michelle? Michelle, come and say hello to Neelam. Oh, she won't, let me just turn the camera around there.
Hi, I'm here.
She's busy taking notes for me in case I have to make, because as I say, the comments vanish after you've Jelly Duck, hi, how are you? Have I said hello to everybody? I'm not sure if I have. I'm getting there. You see Michelle? She sat over there, all ladylike on the sofa. Well, lounging on the sofa. Here's me, up here.
Okay.
I can't do a tour because it's connected to the laptop, and it's a fairly simple apartment. It's got a beautiful view, as you can see. It's just a place that we're renting while we're here. The guy that owns it's really cool. And we may well come back here again, but it's got a nice little kitchen. Let me just turn that around. I can't, it might not be too tidy. Got a nice kitchen over there, and it should have a dining table there, but I pinched it and I'm sat over here with it. And we've got a nice, it's a nice little apartment, all good. Say hi to Byron.
Hi, Byron.
Did you hear that? What kind of camera do I use? Well, I use mostly I've been using the Canon EOS 70D for the food videos for some time now. The red bird. Is that Michelle? Look out, Steve Michelle, there we go, in fan club. That's all good. Michelle's a lot shyer than I am. You might bring her out of her shell, but she's, this is why we get on so well for so many years, because I've got a big mouth and she's quiet. She thinks that's so funny. It's true though. I'm the talker, so that's the way it is. Rabab Hussein said, you're studying in Malaysia. I've met quite a few students here. I beat one of them at pool yesterday downstairs. We got a pool table. We were both rubbish, honestly. Two more lame pool players you could never want to meet, but I won. So they were fun, nice guys. And now that the comments suddenly speed up again, it's a great little place. Yeah, you get the hint of an English accent, I guess so. I have no idea what accent I have, but I've lived in the UK and I've lived in Australia for many years, so it's a mixed-up accent. We've lived all over the world, many different places over the years. Are we having dinner tonight? We had dinner a little bit early. We had a very healthy rice dish with just some vegetables, and it was superb. Just some fried vegetables and some plain steamed or rice cooked Steve's Kitchen Way, 10 minutes. Actually, we haven't had time to do that video, have we? We were going to show the 10-minute rice cooking method on an induction hob, and I don't think we've had time to film it, so there we go. Is that a laptop thing? What? I'm not using the laptop camera, although it's a good camera, I believe. I'm using a webcam. Byron, France, Germany, that would be awesome. You know, I've lived in France for many years, Byron. So and and I've lived in Germany. So yes, they both have a very strong pull to me, and I love the food from both countries. So there's a very strong possibility sometime, but don't hold your breath. There's so many things that we are planning to do. And who's my favourite YouTuber? my favourite YouTuber probably are some of my friends here on YouTube, like Anne from Easy Gluten Free, and James and Steve from Steve's Cook. There's just Steve. There are who else? Let's think. Oh, you shouldn't have got me to say that, because now I will have forgotten some people. Dave Sorlin, another of my favourite YouTubers. Raggy Ragsdale. There are lots and lots. Where am I from? That's a tricky one. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. That's where I live now with my family, and yeah, we have travelled so much around the world throughout our lives that I tend to like to think of the globe being having no borders. So we tend to Australia's home. Australia's home, but the world is our home. Have you ever have I been to Dubai? I've only actually stopped in Dubai, much to my shame. I would love to go to Dubai. Sounds like a fun part of the world to be in. I've got quite a few friends that lived in Dubai over the years. My Burger Lab in Malaysia, I haven't heard of it. Rabab, I haven't heard of it. How about Sydney? What about Sydney? What about Sydney SCO? Will we be going there? I mean, I probably will. I've been to Sydney many times. Good morning, Anjali. Oh, good evening. You've been busy, Anjali. You've been busy. So good to have you into it. It's a pleasure. Yeah. Do you watch the footy, Steve? Who are you barracking for then? Go on, tell me. Are you going to start asking me footy questions? I'm probably not going to start answering because I don't want to make too many enemies. How long does it take me to edit videos? It can take different amounts of time. My first vlog that I edited took ages. I was surprised. It took me longer to edit than my food videos because I'm not used to that format. So it's taking a while. Wiener Schnitzel, yes, I've had more Wiener Schnitzels than you can shake a stick at. And in Germany as well. The Zigeuner Schnitzel, I had many. SEO, please come to Sydney. What part of Sydney? What part of Sydney are you in? Hawks are playing the Crows. Who are you barracking for? That's what I want to know. Qatar, I would, again, man, Safa, welcome. Qatar, we'll have to go to the Middle East and spend some time there. It would be great. I am going to have to finish this soon, I think. I did. Zabisu 15? Did I miss? Ah, Zabisu 15, there you are. Hello from Malaysia. Hello from Kuala Lumpur. Where are you based? You're in Piedmont. Okay. Go the Crows. Go the Crows. Piedmont, my sister used to have a place down that way at one time. She moved up to Lane Cove, I think, but Piedmont was possibly one of the first places I stayed in Sydney when I went there many years ago. Anjali, I have got a new on-the-go camera, and I'll do a video about it. I won't go into it just now. I'll do a video. I'm planning to do a little series about it because I'm learning so much. And I thought I was with a young girl. I was saying earlier on, we went to a Malaysian family home last week, and the lady taught me how to make really good nasi lemak. And I was showing her daughter how I edit and what I was doing, and she was saying, "Oh, you should do tutorials." So I'm thinking of doing just a little bit, not tutorials. I'm not going into tutorials, but I'm going to share some of my vlogging experience. It'll be like sort of the blind leading the blind. But the new little camera I got, really good. There's a story behind it though, so I'll save that for a later date. He's a South Australia boy myself, don't hold it against him. So, Lane Cove's getting, yeah, it's getting a bit, from Bangladesh, Rabab, I should visit. I shared one thing to you above, I hope you've read, Neelam. I'm not sure if I did. Did I miss it? There was a bunch of pictures. Was that something I mixed? Cake, cheers, chocolate, something like? Is that what you shared? You know, your surname Javeri means something to me, Neelam. Can't tell you. Hey Dax. Oh man, waking up. How are you? I'm having to get off soon, I think, but good to have you here. Jelly ducks from Kuwait. A lot of people in from the Middle East. Thank you for... Look, I'm going to have to knock this on the head because we are going a little bit over time. Love to every single one of you. I'm pleased that the general feeling is you're liking the vlogs. We want to share some of this experience with you, and I'm trying to capture that in the vlogs as best as I can. So I hope that's getting across. And last year when we travelled, we never really got the chance to keep up with the cooking videos as well. This year we're making a real concerted effort to keep you up to date with every Sunday a new recipe, and we are vlogging during the week, so we are doing Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. As long as I can keep it up, that's what we intend to do. So I'm hoping you're all enjoying it, and I can see in my peripheral lots of comments. So I will get Michelle to copy them, and I will try to get an answer as many as them. If you don't see your comments below this video when it finishes, you can always go in there. Did I just see Fit Ange come in? Fit Ange. Oh, I've got to close. I'm going to have to go. But Fit Ange, you've been training. Beautiful. I hope you're feeling completely and utterly whacked. I hope you've pushed that last rep out, got things all sorted. So yeah, I'm going to have to wrap up, and I will do this again. We are going to be, as I said, heading down to Penang via Ipoh. Did I get it right for once? Ipoh. Michelle's got, it's the first time. Ipoh. Ipoh, I don't know why I keep saying that. Ipoh is going to be interesting. We're going to be vlogging the train journey there, so that will be good. Going to do a train journey, and I'll make sure I get the sound right this time. So love to every one of you, and I'm so pleased that you've come in today, and be good.
To Valerie.
Valerie Pereira. Valerie, beautiful to have you, and I'm going to have a quick look up here and just have a quick thank you to Tonight We Fly. I haven't seen you. Glad you came in. Tonight We Fly, Valerie, Fit Ange, Moving On, Safa, Jelly Duck, Melody, Byron, SEO, Zabi, Les Coop, every one of you. Quick shout out if I haven't said your name. Calibir, be good. Love to you all. Vengela, you were on earlier. Did I say I managed to eat the nasi lemak at Lem? Look, I did go to the Antarabangsa store, and it wasn't the best nasi lemak for me. I don't want to do it an injustice, but it wasn't possibly the best nasi lemak that I've experienced. So, Dax, thank you. Tonight We Fly, thank you. Valerie, thank you. Thanks to every one of you. Love to you all. Be good. Share the love. Give the thumbs up to the videos. Share them out to everybody. And I will see you shortly in the next video. Be good. Now I've got to hit the stop button. Got to hit the stop button. And then you've got to hit the confirm stop button.